Hi guys, welcome back to Clare's Kingdom, where we talk facts, walk fierce, and remind the world that well-behaved women rarely make history. So today we're going to be talking about the art of detachment. Now, I know some people may object to the idea of being detached or practicing detachment because they may say it's a trauma response or whatnot. I'm not sure about all of that, but all I know is that being someone that's able to detach, whether that's from toxic situations, chaotic environments, chaotic people, detachment will save you every single time. And especially being a woman that's able to detach, this will save you from being manipulated by men, by people, by systems. Just being able to detach is a superpower. Being able to put your emotions to the side and think and act logically. Being able to see through people's behaviors. Being able to see between the lines. Being able to see the power plays or the power dynamics people are trying to pull on you. And especially someone that wants to be powerful. If you want to be a powerful woman, be a powerful person, you need to be able to detach from your own biases, your own emotions, your own projections, because if not, you're just gonna act out of emotion, act out of offense, or whatever the case may be. Being detached, first of all, will make you so magnetic to not only men, people, places, opportunities, because people can sense when someone isn't easily impressed or easily affected emotionally, or even just in general. People can tell when you're someone that isn't easily impressed, or someone that can be swayed or talked out of your boundaries, or talked into something that you may have objected to. And detachment isn't always about just protecting yourself. Being detached will help you actually chase the goals and chase the things you actually want. For example, being someone that may want to be a speaker in the public eye, or maybe you want to be an influencer or an entrepreneur, a CEO, a boss in whatever way or field that looks like to you. And being detached means you're not going to let your brain overthink. You're not going to let yourself say, you know what, this is too scary. This is too out of my comfort zone. And I have a story about when I went to an establishment. This is a place where they normally read things out. And I walked into the place and the man at the door asked me, do you want to read this paragraph or read this reading out? And of course, my instinctive or initial response was basically no. I made up some excuse of why I couldn't do it. I just said, my voice is, I've just had a cold, I'm recovering. I just said some made up thing. But he gave me the paper anyway, and he basically let me decide. And he said I could just give it off to someone else. Yeah, he said I could just pass it on to someone else if I didn't want to do it. So that's what I did. Then I thought to myself, hold on, you want to be someone that can speak to crowds. You want to be someone that, as I'm doing here, being able to speak in front of masses of people in whatever that looks like. But the point is, I want to be someone that can be outspoken, that can stand on the stage, right? So in that moment, I thought to myself, you know what? I'm not even going to think about it. I just took the paper and I went, because when it got to the point where they said, can the readers come up? I literally just went. I didn't let myself think. I didn't let myself be scared. I just took my 2 feet and I went up there. And guys, as soon as I got on that stage, when I tell you, every part of me was shaking. I can't even tell you. I was shaking in my boots. But you know what? I read it. I did it like a pro. I didn't stutter, nothing. I literally read it. I had a bit of an awkward moment, but we did it. And when I got off that stage, guys, and I tell you the exhilaration I felt, the freedom I felt, the sense of the dopamine that hit my brain was like, wow, I did that. And it wasn't the end of the world. In these moments, I can think wow, this is so out of my comfort zone. I haven't, and I don't speak on stages. I haven't done it in years, especially in front of a bunch of random people I don't know. And it wasn't bad. I did it and I was proud of myself. The point is, being detached will allow you to do things like this, because when you don't allow your emotions, you don't allow your fear, your anxiety to get in the way, you just do it. Be so detached. You're not even thinking, I'm not even thinking I'm about to get on the stage. I'm just you know what, get my feet on there. Whatever happens, we're gonna deal with it as it comes. And that's how being a detached person will serve you in this life, because you take things at face value. You take things as they come, not anticipating, not planning, not fearing, not wondering what could happen. And this is the same thing that translates while dating. You're not thinking, will this man like me? Will this man think this? Will this person think that? You're just thinking, you know what, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna show up. I'm not gonna think about the date. Date may be let's say it's in a week. I'm not gonna be thinking the whole week what's gonna happen, what am I gonna wear? No, you're gonna be detached and you're gonna show up that day. You're gonna think about that person when they're in front of your face. You're not gonna spend your whole life, your whole week, your whole year thinking about that one person. And you can think about people, don't get me wrong, you can think about things, but of course you're going to think about situations and people that may have been significant. But the difference is, you allow that to control the way you act, Do you let that seep out to your actual actions? Does that make you chase them up, send double text, call them, be obsessed, being around them, showing your cards, basically showing that they have an effect on you? That's a no-go. Being detached means you have the upper hand. Being detached means no one knows exactly where you stand because you keep your emotions, you keep your cards close to your chest. And obviously I'm not saying you have to always be that way. Of course, when people get to a certain level, or maybe your loved ones, you're able to let your guard down a bit more. But even around familiar people, being detached means they can turn around and betray you. They can turn around and do the most craziest of things, but you still have your center. You still know, you know what? They did that, but life goes on. They did that, but I'm still me. That doesn't reflect who I am as a person. That's what they did, and I have nothing to do with it. So yeah, practicing the art of detachment will literally improve your quality of life. And if you look at the drama, if you look at the conversations that people have or the things that people go through, a lot of the times because they're too emotionally invested, they're too wrapped up in the logistics of things rather than to just be an observer. Sometimes you actually just have to be the observer in your life or in your situation and just allow things to be detached. Being detached will make you such a powerful person because no one can push your buttons, no one can make you act out of character, and once you get to that point, you are officially self-mastered. So yeah guys, make sure to practice the art of detachment. Make sure to comment down below if you've ever used detachment, or if you live with detachment and how it's benefited you, or even how it's disadvantaged you. I don't know. Let's start the conversation. And I hope you guys take this video and apply it, and yeah, stay powerful.